Hello, it's me. As you can hear from my voice, I'm not doing too well physically, but I told you 3 or 4 days ago, maybe 5 days ago, that I was going to tell you some more about why I'm here in Switzerland this week. And all the days passed, and I was busy powering through whatever this fluish type thing I have is, and speaking with parents and teenagers at this conference, and I never got around to communicating with you. So this is kind of a retrospective, as the French would say, on the week that just happened. I know that many of you were praying. I know that many of you were alerted by my mom about my state of health as I entered this conference, and I want you to know that I got through it and that I think God worked, and I worked in spite of my physical fatigue. On some days, I spoke with the parents for several hours on the topics of trauma and mental health among MKs, because there's so much new research that's come out on that topic in the last 18 months, and a lot of these parents have never heard about it before. And I love that this mission actually includes everyone in those sessions, so that it's not just the parents of MKs who are getting this information, it's anybody who rubs shoulders with them on a regular basis. And that is important because MKs find family in a broader community than other individuals do. So I spoke with the parents on that topic. I got to meet with the teens as well, ages 15 and up. And we talked about a little bit of this as well, just so that so that we can remove the stigma around mental health challenges, and so that they as well can know that some of the reactions they're having are normal and they're not crazy. And then just yesterday, I was a little nervous about this one. I met with 7 boys, ages 12 to 14, and 1 sweet girl thrown into the mix. And we went through a lot of these topics with them as well. And they were so thoughtful and intuitive, and they figured so many things out just sitting in that circle chatting. It was a beautiful thing to witness. And then when I wasn't doing the formal speaking, the scheduled speaking, when I wasn't up in my room trying to catch 10 minutes of rest to stop coughing and blowing my nose, I spent a lot of time with the adults and the teenagers around meals. Every meal was booked by a family, a couple, or a whole family, or a single person during the entirety of the week that I was there. And then in the afternoons, I broke the afternoons up into 1-hour blocks as well, and was able to meet individually with people who just wanted to run something by me, whether it was parents who were noticing something in their kids or wondering if an experience they had as a family might have had a negative impact on their children, wanting to know next steps, wanting to be connected with counselors or with debriefing agencies in the States. And sometimes I got to meet with the teens over lunch too. And one of them in particular, whose name I will withhold, as she did 2 years ago, she came with her iPhone, on which she had made a list of all the questions she needed to ask or wanted to ask. And they ranged from theology to social issues. But it was so much fun to sit at that table with the teens and have these questions launched at me one after the other, and think on my feet and try to give thoughtful and wise and hopefully Jesus-led answers to them. So today I drove over the Alps to come here to the Thunersee. I wish I could turn the phone around and show you the lake right outside my window. The lake is dark and there are low-hanging clouds and it is raining, but it is gorgeous because Switzerland just is. And I'm happy to be here in this little Airbnb with a fire going in the background, as you can see, and some hot tea brewing in the kitchen right now. Thank you for praying if you're among those who did. I don't think I would have made it through quite as well had it not been for some supernatural intervention this week. I am so glad that I was here. I am so happy for these invitations when they come, and so honored to be a part of the journeys that these missionary families and their children are on. And you, by virtue of being on this team, are part of that too. So thank you. I hope your evening will be as relaxed and atmospheric as mine is about to be. Have a great rest of your day wherever you are, and thank you again for standing with me.